EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. On first down, Kane. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, it's Kane, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. From the gun, Daniels. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where they'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yeah, let's get second.
On 2nd and 9, Dobbs. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Throwing on first down, Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back to the air on 2nd down. Daniels. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the first down and change our momentum?
He'll buy some time right, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
The Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Daniels. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Johnson, the intended target.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 23 yards the pickup there.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Dobbs. And he's got his man on the out route.
Dobbs pass complete to number 16. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Steelers' 23-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. It's caught, Smith. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are on the board first here tonight.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. 2nd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a first down following a gain of 3. On first down, Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Back to throw. Daniels Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Off play action. Dobbs. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd and 2, Dobbs. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he will find his man on the outside. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Taken from just outside the 30. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
They juked him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now a handoff looking right. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Dobbs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd and 2. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Daniels. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking him.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now that turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Carl Lawson, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it about the 36. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
My 52, my 52. I got him.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Throwing on first down, Daniels. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity.